Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark, and as always, I'm beyond grateful to have you here. Today, we're diving into a topic that every massage or beauty therapist can relate to, but probably wishes they couldn't. We're talking about those clients. The ones that make you question your career choices, test your patience, and leave you wondering, did that just really happen? Now, we won't be discussing solutions or how to handle them. Nope. Instead, we'll enumerate 25 types of nightmare clients and let you decide who's the absolute worst. Here are 25 types of massage clients that therapists hate dealing with. 1. The client who always comes late. They arrive 20 or 30 minutes late and expect you to give them a full session. They rush in out of breath, unprepared, and disorganized. They give that energy to make you feel rushed as well. Then they get angry when their session gets cut short. 2. The no-show ghost client. They book an appointment but never show up. No call, no text, nothing. They waste the therapist's time and cost the business money. Sometimes they even do this repeatedly. Very inconsiderate, and sometimes no apologies. 3. The I swear I showered liar client. They come in smelling like they just ran a marathon in the summer heat. They claim they showered, but their body odor tells another story. What therapist would have the desire to work and focus on healing sessions from a disturbing smell? The bonus points are if they have dirty feet or greasy hair dripping onto the massage table, or perhaps the foul-smelling feet to deal with. 4. The non-stop talker client. A client who talks non-stop throughout the session, making it impossible for the therapist to focus. A client who asks a million personal questions. Are you married? How much do you make? Where do you live? Where are you from? And many others. A client who will ask about your experience, about other clients, about the finances of your business, and anything else that is sometimes irrelevant and intrusive for a first-time client to ask. Then gets offended when the therapist doesn't engage enough. 5. The moaner client. A client who makes loud, dramatic noises that are inappropriate for a public setting. Other clients and staff start giving side eyes through the walls. Turns what should be a relaxing session into an awkward one. 6. The one who won't stop flirting client. A client who thinks the massage is some kind of speed dating event. They think they are paying for it and behave like they could behave the way they want to. Drops lines like, "Wow, you've got magic hands. Do you give private sessions at home? I could pay double." Can't take a hint when the therapist remains professional. 7. The harder pain addict client. A client who asks and books for a deep tissue massage, then keeps saying, "Go deeper, harder," no matter how much pressure is applied. Ends up bruised, then complains about being sore the next day. Thinks pain equals effectiveness. Some clients think they need to get the worth of the amount they paid, equating to an intense massage. Or a client who books an aromatherapy massage but expects an intense pressure technique style of massage. 8. The too ticklish, sensitive client. A client who laughs, twitches, and flinches at the slightest touch. The fingers can't be touched, feet can't be touched, neck can't be touched, and so on. A client who constantly pulls away or asks the therapist to stop every few seconds. It makes the session incredibly frustrating for both parties, which hinders the delivery of a good treatment experience. 9. The self-diagnosed medical mystery client. A client who comes in saying, "I have this rare condition that no doctor understands, but I think massage will fix it." A client refuses medical advice but expects the therapist to perform miracles. A client who blames the therapist when their mysterious ailment doesn't vanish. They expect instant relief from their present issue without even understanding the real cause of the problem, expecting the therapist to be a miracle doctor to solve it. 10. The one who doesn't disclose injuries client. A client who has a serious back injury recent surgery, or other health issues but says nothing. Screams in pain when touched and then gets mad at the therapist. Only admits their condition after the damage is done and blames the issue on the therapist and becomes a problem. 11. The price negotiator or the cheap client. Treats the massage like a flea market deal, asking for discounts or better deals. Compare your service rate to that of foot massage places along the road. Says things like, "Can you do it for half price? My cousin knows someone who charges less." Gets mad when told prices are fixed. 12. The creepy breather client. Takes exaggerated, heavy breaths that sound unsettling. Breathes directly into the therapist's face when lying face up. Sometimes adds in an occasional weird moan. 13. The client one who won't stop moving. Constantly fidgets, scratches, and wiggles on the table. Keeps lifting their head to check what the therapist is doing. Complains that the massage isn't relaxing enough, making it impossible to relax. 14. The overly hairy and unshaved client. A client who shows up looking like they just walked out of a jungle. A client who expects a smooth massage but makes it a painful tug of war instead. Bonus: body oil sticks to their hair like glue, making cleanup a nightmare. 15. The "I didn't know I was sick" client. A client who shows up sneezing, coughing, and sweating. "Oh, don't worry, it's just allergies," but looking like he just accumulated the recent virus from somewhere. A client who puts everyone at risk of getting sick but refuses to reschedule. 16. The drama queen client. A client who screams "ouch" at the lightest touch but insists on deep, intense tissue massage. Acts like they're being tortured even with the gentlest strokes. A client who expects sympathy for their pain even when they request intense pressure. 17. The phone addict client. A client who keeps their phone on the table and checks messages mid-massage, or check the phone every time a notification alarm. Has loud notification sounds ruining the atmosphere. Sometimes even answers calls, then asks the therapist to pause, or they are reading all their social media updates throughout the massage session. 18. The client one who brings their whole life story. The client who uses the massage as a therapy session dumps all their personal drama. Talks about their cheating husband, toxic job, and toxic work colleagues and childhood trauma. Leaves feeling emotionally relieved while the therapist feels emotionally drained. 19. The client one who won't leave. Stays lying on the table forever after the session is over. Tries to sneak in extra massage time by accidentally staying longer. Gets mad when reminded that another client is waiting. 20. The extra services seeker client. A client who asks inappropriate questions like, "Do you do special massages? Your touch makes me excited." Tries to touch the therapist inappropriately or plays with himself/herself while being massaged. A male client could be expected to be excited while having a massage, but should be mindful and respectful to the therapist as they professionally do their work. Ends up getting kicked out or banned for life. 21. The client one who can't follow instructions. Told to undress to their comfort level, but leaves jeans and a hoodie on. Told to turn over, but asks, "Wait, which way?" 5 times. Acts completely lost despite multiple clear directions. 22. The cheap tipper client or non-tipper. A client who spends $200 on a massage then leaves a $1 tip or none at all. The client says, "I thought the price included a tip." Well, the tip is discretionary, as it all depends on whether the client was really that satisfied and appreciative of the service rendered. Even worse, complains about prices but drives off in a luxury car or a show-off designer getup. 23. The client one who brings an audience. Shows up with their spouse, friend, or even kids, expecting them to sit in the room. The client wants a couple's massage, but has only booked one therapist. That scenario is worse if the client is having a massage and the accompanying person is engaging in conversation with the client or even taking pictures of the client or the therapist. If sometimes declined, gets mad when told extra guests can't stay. 24. The client one who just ate a huge meal. Arrives straight from an all-you-can-eat buffet or from a heavy meal. Ideally, 2 hours prior and 2 hours after is suggested if you want to consume food and get a massage. Their stomach makes weird noises during the whole session. Sometimes even lets out a few unexpected gas bubbles or worst farts inside the treatment room. First, 25. The client one who forgets basic hygiene. Comes in with crusty feet, long toenails, or unwashed hair. Thinks deodorant is optional, even after the gym. Sometimes clients have a long walk with their dogs and come straight for a massage without even considering a quick rinse or cleanup. Sometimes clients don't even realize they smell bad. It could be their body, mouth, or feet. Being considerate and not being bothered are two different things. And the mere fact that you head for a massage and body contact is included means that a client must be mindful and considerate. And there you have it, 25 types of clients that make therapists cry inside. Which one do you think takes the crown for the absolute worst? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts and maybe some of your horror stories. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, follow and subscribe to the channel for more fun and relatable content. Check out our other videos for entertainment, insights, and behind-the-scenes therapist struggles. Thank you so much for your support. It truly means the world. Until the following video.